Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Surfer Standard, and today we are doing what everybody voted for, an Operation Meade River impression. This is what I like to call my first real Marine Corps impression. I did do that one a while back for the corpsmen, but there's some things I've gotten that kind of make the impression a little better. There are some things I'm still going to get more Marine specific items to make it truly more of a Marine impression instead of just a guy who does Army smacking together some Army equipment that looks like a Marine Corps impression, which, to be fair, late war, a lot of the Marines were using Army equipment. So this is Operation Meade River. This is November to December of 1868. So this is late 68. So yeah, let's get into the impression. So for the top, I have my Erdl top. Most guys did actually go topless and just wearing a shirt. And you're probably thinking it's a little weird. Why do I have OD pants but a ERDL top? In 68, the Marines started to get ERDL. By 69, you really just, that's pretty much mostly what you see. Some OD green stuck around, but by really December of 68, getting into January, February of 69, ERDL really starts flowing through. And typically, you don't see it mix matched like this with OD green and ERDL, but there is one photo I found from Operation Meade River where a guy has an Erdl top and OD green trouser bottoms. Now, typically, probably what I would do for this impression is actually not wear the Erdl top as well as originally planning to do, but I decided to show it off because I thought it would look kind of cool. Plus, this is a good talking point of this is when you really start to see ERDL within the Marine Corps in late 68. So I got my 68 dated top. I think these are 69 dated trousers or pants. For the personal items, we have a Headwear bag with some deck of cards, 60s rosary holder with my period-ish rosary. Then we have another Headwear bag with some salt, sugar, and matches from your sea rations. Moving to the trousers, these are our pants. We have I keep calling them trousers because I've been doing 1800s stuff so much. We have some OD green third pattern pants. These are my fairly beat up third pattern pants. Inside of those, in the pockets, we have a pocket knife. We got the Marine Corps trouser belt. This is a World War II Impressions reproduction. I'm very happy with this. Got a lighter with a Serenity Prayer on it, some tripwire, and a Vietnam era sewing kit. We got my watch. We got some USGI socks. My beautiful original third pattern jungle boots. By this time, you're seeing jungle boots. The Marines are kind of phasing out the second patterns, but you still probably would see a few second patterns here or there by Meade River. But most of them should be third patterns, and by 69, you're really just seeing third patterns. We got an OD green shirt, and then, sorry about that, had to cut there for a bit. For the headwear, we've got the helmets. Most Marines I see in Meade River just have bandless helmets, so I have a bandless helmet. We have my beautiful original Mitchell cover on an original helmet with a P64 liner. We have a Soldiers of Fortune 8-point cover. This is technically post-war / late war due to the stitch pattern. So it's got 5 stitches on the brim, or 4 stitches if you just want to count these. And that was really started to come around in 1970. So I should have the 8-stitch one, which I do plan to get an original 8-stitch one eventually. But this one works for now. We got my beautiful original second pattern flak that I got from Trench Builder. In that we have a M16 magazine. We got some sea rations, and we got more mags in that pocket. And we also have a 67 dated JFAC over there. We got the gas mask bag. Of course, by this time, all Marines are wearing their gas masks after the Tet Offensive. And in Meade River, you see a lot of them wearing their gas mask bags. For the equipment, this is pretty similar to my last one in a way. It's very similar to a Operation Dewey Canyon impression. You got the 3 or 4 canteens and really nothing else on a belt. I got my bayonet. I do not have a K-bar. I do plan on getting a Vietnam K-bar, but they're extremely hard to find and they're very expensive. So that will be a future project. But not every soldier, not every Marine carried a K-bar. Some of them still carried bayonets and stuff like that. So, you know, it works. Most of them had K-bars, but not all. We got 3 canteens, 2 first patterns, 1 second pattern. with 2 original US canteens and an original Australian canteen. I kind of just have that because I don't really have any other actual US Army ones, and also it's kind of like a little cool thing to have. For the equipment this time, like I said, it's pretty bare. A lot of times guys are running 2 bandoliers. I'm just running 1 because I only have 1, but I am going to get more. But a lot of times you see guys just running 2 bandoliers to carry all their ammo, or they have their ammo in their pant pockets, or their like I have in my flak pocket. So you see some guys with no bandoliers, you see some guys with 1 bandolier like I'm doing today with all my M16 mags. But you also do see, like I said, you see some guys without bandoliers. It's kind of interesting because we get to this time period where equipment's starting to get ditched. You don't really see the full equipment sets, and it's very similar to 69 Marine impressions due to being late 68. For the pack, we have an M41 pack. This is still the most common pack you'll see. The lightweight really doesn't come around until 69. By Dewey Canyon, you really start seeing them. But you see the 41s by that time. So we have the P41 pack. This is a beautiful OD green P41 pack. And then I have my poncho underneath the flap, which I have seen some guys do. You could also see it rolled up and under the top loop. Under that, I have a captured, I don't know if you can see, I have a captured NVA flag under there, a little captured item. But you also see some other pretty interesting setups for the P41 packs. You see guys with a bunch of C rations and stuff under their flap, all kinds of things. But these aren't very big packs, so you kind of have to throw things on top of it like this. And then I'll go over what's actually inside of it, because I have some pretty interesting items in there after we conclude with this segment. And last but not least, we have my M16A1, my H&R M16A1 reproduction with some original furniture on it. So yeah, anyways, first we're gonna go see what I have in my pack, and then we're gonna go see what it looks like on me. So as you saw earlier, on the outside of the pack, I have the poncho underneath the flap, and a NVA flag underneath it. So let's open it up and see what all's inside. So here in my pack, I have a whoopee, or a poncho liner, as a blanket, essentially something to sleep in while on the march. And once you're done marching, going to bed, extra pair of socks and extra shirt. There would be more extra pairs, obviously, probably about 3 to 4 days worth of extra stuff. And there would also probably be more rations, like ration boxes. Now, I don't have any ration boxes yet, but I do want to get some eventually. That would be also packed in here, and you would keep all your food in here. Or most likely, you probably would have it all underneath the flap, because again, this is not a big pack and it cannot carry a whole lot. So I also have a 67 dated Bible. I love this Bible. It's really cool. It's got a zipper closure, and it's got a really cool little chain with a cross on it. Very, very cool. We got a crown wheel bag, and in that I have my toiletries and my hygiene items. So I've got some soap. I have foot powder or body powder. I have some burn cream. I have a Chihoy bag with my toothbrush, comb. The comb is original to the 60s, and some toilet paper. And we have a C ration spoon. We also have a pocket Bible and a letter from home here in this cheap white bag. And we've got the captured NVA flag. All right, let's go see what it looks like on me. And here's what it looks like on me. So Operation Meade River is very similar to a lot of other operations that the Marines and the Army partook in during the Vietnam War. It was a search and destroy, clear out the enemy from this area. In this case, it was an area about 20 kilometers south of Da Nang. I'll put up its nickname because I forget it. And it lasted a good while. I mean, they were there from November to December of 1968. So in the beginning was actually a bit of kind of a blunder, but I believe they eventually did succeed in their mission. So a pretty typical operation during the Vietnam War. Now, to be kitted for that, here's what they were wearing. Like I said earlier, they went for a lot lighter kits. This you typically see with just both sides of both branches, the Army and the Marines, during the Vietnam War, later in the war. The Marines kind of do it first, a lot of Army units do it after, and the Marines are pretty unique in how they did it. So the primary focus is water and ammunition on the person when it comes to your equipment. So I got 3 canteens, of course, to prioritize the water, and like I said, 1 to 2 bandoliers to prioritize ammunition. Um, they didn't really want to be carrying that much weight on them. The gas mask bag also could get in the way of the ammo pouches where they're supposed to sit, so that might also be a contributing factor. Um, and the flak also. That's why you usually don't see suspenders, because it can be uncomfortable wearing the flak with the suspenders sometimes. Um, that and the flak can get in the way of the ammo pouches, and also they want to be lying flat better when you're going prone. So that's what this kit reflects, and I do like the poncho being under the flap because, or on top, because the M41 pack is not very big and cannot carry very much stuff. So a lot of your personal items, as I showed earlier, you can't really fit a whole lot in there of like things you would really want or need. And so you ended up having to throw a lot onto it. And that's why, of course, it was eventually and very quickly at this point replaced with the lightweight rucksack, as that is a much better pack. It can carry a lot more things and has a lot more straps to attach things on the outside and make them more secure. This only has, I think it's only 2 or 1 1910 hangers on it, and then the strap for the shovel and for a bedroll. So not the best pack in the world, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this kit. And like I did say earlier, the mix matching between the Erdl and the Odie Green was not very common. But of course, as that photo shows, it happened time to time, especially in this transitional period. Um, yeah. Anyways, that's about it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.